Welcome back to another episode of the Week in Review with myself, Realtor Rob. So this is for December 19th. It'll be covering the week of December 19th. And once again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We're getting so close to the end of the year. So I'm trying to keep these videos, at least one a week, to cover issues and things going on in the real estate world that I think interest you or should interest you. So with that being said, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone watching all over, I don't know, Facebook land or the metaverse, or I don't know what it's called now, but I appreciate everyone that's tuning in and watching this from various locations. So with that being said, the first one I'm going to say is, I lost my track. Okay, happy birthday. Happy second birthday to the U.S. Space Force. And I believe their birthday is December 20th. So tomorrow from the taping of this video, which is the 19th. So hats off. Happy birthday to U.S. Space Force. Appreciate what you folks do. All right, next. Where is it? First timers reevaluate and devise a plan to compete in 2022. All right, so some of the things, I'm gonna run through these pretty quickly, but things that new buyers are gonna do from when they were interviewed the spring of 21 to the fall of 21. So what they're gonna do, check listings websites every day. Make an offer within 48 hours of seeing a home. Set a price alert to get notified as homes hit the market. So that's what I do. So as soon as something new hits the market, you get that. So we will be the first ones to act on it, jump on it, go see it if you would like to. Put more than 20% cash down payment. So if you're able to, that might be a strategy. Put down a larger earnest money deposit. So again, earnest money is your skin in the game. How serious are you about purchasing this home? That is the earnest money. Offer all cash. Yeah, heck yeah. I would love that. Offer above asking price. That is pretty much a no-brainer in this market. The price that you see on the MLS is the starting point nowadays. Have my agent write letters to homeowners in neighborhoods I'm interested in. And with those letters, you have to be very careful that you don't put any identifiers in it, for fair housing. You don't want to, give off race, ethnicity, religion, sexual preference, all of that stuff. So you have to be very careful with those letters. But that is in this survey. Ask for no money for repairs after inspection. So you could do that. You could take the house as is, do all your own repairs or pay for them yourself. Go over my budget. I wouldn't advise that. However, different strokes for different folks. Everybody has their own situation, However, my job is to advise you, but I also work for you. So you have the final say, but I would not want you to get involved in a financial hardship because I want you to be in that home as long as you want to be, not get in a home and then stressing every month that you're in a home. Excuse me. Forgo contingencies like inspections and appraisals to make the deal. That is an option. Not one that I would advise. Compete in a bidding war. That's going to be a given, in this market. I'll say 9 out of 10. I haven't seen any that haven't been in a bidding war, but I'm sure there are some, diamonds in the rough out there. Make an offer on a home sight unseen. A lot of the veteran folks that I work with, they have to do that. That's why I preview homes for them. I take pictures, in addition to what are offered on the MLS. I do videos, FaceTime, which I don't have an iPhone, so it's just Duo or, whatever, one of the various programs where I can show them live video of the actual property. I don't plan to use any tactics to get ahead of the other buyers. So again, that is an option and a tactic. I don't know if you will, find a home sooner than later. However, that is an option. All right, moving right along. This next one should not be a shock. So it says the average homeowner gained over $56,000 in equity over the past year. And I think I had a site for that. So yeah, so the average is actually $56,700. And specifically for Texas, it has us at 43,000. So I mean, it's a win-win. I mean, you have a home, you're building equity, you're investing in yourself. So if you can, you should. Perks of 20. That's what I call it. Perks of 20. Let me find where this article is. Perks of 20. All right. So the perks of putting 20% down on a home. And now let me go to my notes. All right. So there's about 5 or 6 here that I wrote down. Your interest rate may be lower. You'll end up paying less for your home, because you're putting 20% down or more. Your offer will stand out in a competitive market. You won't have to pay PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. And what that is just an additional fee that the banks add on to your loan as an additional security, that you won't foreclose on a home, for lack of a better term. So those are some of the perks of 20, putting 20% or more down if you have it. So if you are, I guess this works even if you're not a homeowner, and it is, if I can get to it, I have a lot of information during the week. I'm trying to skim through. Okay, so new website for transparent HOA information. So the Texas Real Estate Commission has launched a new website to make it more transparent, for and easier for you to obtain HOA information, because you want to know what you're going to pay, what you're paying for, what you're getting for those funds that you're paying, whether it's monthly, semi-annual, annually, are you getting amenities, or, what can you do? What can you not do? They have parking restrictions, how many cars you can have, what hours you can park, building structures. Like if you want to put a shed in the back, can it be seen, can or can it not be seen from the street as you pass by? The length of your grass, shrubbery. I mean, there's all sorts of things. So this website is supposed to make it easier for you to obtain that information. So kudos to them. All right. This next one, the best home buying advice I ever heard. All right. This is from an article that I read on Realtor.com. So the best home buying advice I heard ever: buy less house than you can afford, just in case. Again, you don't want to put yourself in a financial hardship. So if you can afford a $300,000 house, that doesn't mean you have to get a $300,000 house. If you can find one for $275,000, $250,000, so be it. Then you have additional funds maybe to fix it up or put towards other things. Okay, don't forget about maintenance costs, which goes right into that, maintenance costs. So everything is going to have upkeep, as little as, changing the filters in the HVAC system, lawn care and upkeep, for, your curb appeal, you name it. Explore mortgage options beyond the usual 30-year loan. So you have the 30-year, you have the 15-year, you have ARMs, which, they have them for a reason. They work for some folks. However, I would definitely recommend sticking to the fixed rates, but there are more options out there than your typical traditional 30-year loan. Leave the kids at home when you house hunt. So it's kind of hard for you to focus if you're chasing, kids around, or, you can't really focus on the task at hand. Visit, very important, this one. Visit the house at different times of the day. So you go see the house at 10 o'clock, everybody's at work. So of course the neighborhood's quiet, it's peaceful. You might go back at 7, 8 o'clock at night and they're having parties, cars everywhere. You can't hardly get up and down the street. It could be a myriad of things. So different times of the day and even different days of the week, 1 or 2 days during the week, 1 day on the weekend, mix it up, because you're going to be living there during all of those times. Check for an upcoming construction in the area. Over in my area, building overpasses to pass over, trains. We have restaurants coming up. We have a elderly housing area, coming up. So it's just, things that you need to be aware of. Most of them should and would increase the value of your property. However, you want to know, they're putting roundabouts in, you want to know what's coming, what to expect. Money isn't everything with an offer. So the best advice I ever heard is that the highest offer doesn't always win. For example, a lower offer might still look appealing if you promise a high earnest money deposit. So just something to think about. Another tactic. So I won't beat that too much. And finally, I think it's fitting, I have here on, let me get to it so I can give you the correct day so you can go and find it if you like. I believe it's on the 24th. Bear with me. And I have so much. Oh, here it is. December 24th. So NORAD tracks Santa in timeless holiday tradition. So there is a Santa tracker on here for your little ones, or even you, hey, there's no age limit in believing in Santa. So that is on December 24th, my Santa tracker. And like it says in the title, it is timeless. And that is all I have for this week. And I appreciate you for tuning in once again. And until next week, take care of yourself and those around you. This is Realtor Rob signing off. Until next time. And I'm going to click myself out.